Hello, I'm back with another of the series of short videos about mindful awareness. And this one, let's see what it's going to be. This one is something that is often used as a gateway into mindful awareness practices. So let's see what we've got here. The breath. Yes, the breath is often used to begin to find an object. It's right there for us. The breath is always there, so it makes it a very good place to go for mindful awareness. And there are different ways to explore breath, to observe breath, and let's go through a few of them. None of the lists that I'm providing in these videos are comprehensive, they're just good starting points. And it's always about finding what works for each person as they are exploring mindful awareness and concentration practices. So let's look at what I have here. This is just regular breathing in and out through the nose. Sometimes people will notice the tip of the nose as a way of noticing the air coming in and out through the nose at the tip. Or sometimes they'll notice the air coming in and out, maybe cooler and drier coming in and warmer and moisture going out. I noticed this morning there's more flow through the right side than the left. The in's coming in through the right side. There's a little coming out through the left. That happens sometimes. There's also observing in the breath. So it could be the nose, the right, the left, noticing the air coming in on the right, the air going out on the left, the air being dry on the right, the air being warm and moist on the left. A couple of different ways of looking at it or observing it, I should say. You could focus on the chest, breathing in and out through the nose, and then with a lot of times the tongue on the roof of the mouth works very well. And the chest fills up and empties out. Another way to just be observing in one area. The belly is another good place, just in and out through the belly. And then there is in the process the full body breath. Just noticing what happens, observing what happens with the full body. So these are all different ways. There's counting if we're wanting to stay focused on breath. There are different ways of counting breath because it's easy for the mind to start wandering. Sometimes people count in one and for an inhale, out one for an exhale. So one, one, and up to 10, 2, 3. Some people count backwards, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is giving a breath a lifetime, something I've talked about in other videos, which is a beginning, a middle, and an end. Noticing as you're breathing, there's a beginning, middle, and ending. There is inhaling and then relaxing on the exhale. Notice the exhale is relaxing. And then there's box breathing, which is done in fours. Inhaling to a count of 4. Holding the breath to a count of 4. Exhaling, count of 4. And staying empty for a count of 4. So these are all different things that you can do to support awareness or observe the breath, and remembering that the mind is probably going to wander. The more involved the observation process is, the counting can be pretty involved, box breathing can be pretty involved. The mind doesn't have a lot of time to wander. Giving the mind a job is a very good idea. So looking down here, observe which breath practices support mindful awareness and concentration. we explore different things and find things that work. There are a lot of different breathing exercises. There are probably thousands of them, but this is a good starting point. And if breathing helps you to stay in mindful awareness, then I recommend you look into different options and see what's out there. There's so many different practices that are about mindful awareness that bring us in. Tai Chi and Qigong, yoga, just sitting, mindful awareness. Those are just a few to mention. The monkey mind will chatter. It just does that. If your object is the breath, patiently return to it. This is the way it works with any object of mindful awareness. Building the mindful awareness muscle takes practice and time, and it is hard but rewarding work. If a thought comes up, you have the option of shifting to that thought as your object of mindful awareness, but you don't have to. You can return to the object. So that is your mindful awareness of the breath short video. I hope that you benefited from it, and I look forward to the next video. This is Richard Harvey, the Creative Warrior, and thank you for sitting with me.